Welcome back to another video. Today I am explaining Goku Black slash Zamazu and explaining their come up and downfall. Now, as we know, Goku Black and Zamazu, Goku Black is a version of Zamazu from the past, pulled by future Zamazu himself in order to take over the entirety of the universes and basically killing all mortals. Now they do this by avoiding the God of Destructions by killing the Kais. As we know, at least Dragon Ball Super canon, if you kill a Kai, you therefore kill the God of Destructions. Their souls are intertwined. The problem is the Kais are not combat or incredibly strong like the Gods of Destructions, which makes no sense. The Gods of Destruction get the angels like Wiz, Vados, and multiple others from the Grand Priest, while the Kais get the Supreme Kai. Yeah, they're insanely weaker than the Gods of Destructions. I think it's supposed to be meant that way. And everything, and as well as the angels kind of keep the Gods of Destructions mostly in check. Anyway, with Goku Black being first, let's start with Zamazu. Zamazu was somebody who looked as mortals as disgusting and filthy, as all they do was wage warfare and cause distress and discontent around all universes and worlds. Now he gains this perspective by his teacher. Do I remember the teacher's name? No. As the teacher tries to get him a realistic worldview of what mortals are and why we safeguard them and look over them despite their challenges. Of course, Zamasu takes this as the wrong way, sees this as disgusting. So inevitably, in the original timeline, Future Trunks timeline, he goes ahead and kills his teacher, Kai, inevitably killing that version of the God Destruction, and go ahead and starts killing all the mortals in his universe, and so on and so forth. Now he decides that he needs a partner, but who else to trust with this besides himself? So he takes past Zamasu to go to the future Dragon Balls, inevitably turning himself into Goku, switching bodies into Goku, or at least developing himself into Goku. We don't know if Goku himself became Zamasu and they killed that Zamasu, but we know that inevitably they switched bodies and Goku Black ended up killing Goku's family, giving us such an iconic scene where Goku really starts to throw hands with everybody. He don't care who you are. But inevitably, this version of Goku goes on a massacre along with Zamasu until hitting up Future Trunks timeline. Now, Future Trunks, of course, is extremely hostile, and they've mostly cleared out everything. The big problem with Goku Black and Zamasu, at least when Future Trunks is fighting them, even though Future Trunks is sent back, Zamasu is immortal. At least Zamasu himself, not Goku Black, is immortal. is immortal. So when he doesn't really get himself involved with conflicts, as Zamasu himself is not powerful, but Goku Black is, as he was able to train and hone his body with Goku's power, even achieving Super Saiyan Rose, a version of Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, inevitably just because he's a Kai, so inevitably he has God Ki. In any sense, Goku, Trunks, Vegeta decides to put the beats on Goku Black, causing themselves to fuse. Now Goku Black and Zamasu start to fuse inevitably. Now there's also where we get to Vegito getting into where Vegito fights Goku Black and Zamasu, fuse Zamasu, of course, causing fuse Zamasu to causing fuse Zamasu to become unstable, inevitably leading Trunks to have the finishing blow. Now, this is one thing that Dragon Ball Super did that many Dragon Ball Z fans did not like. The Potara earrings used to be permanent fusions, and the only reason Vegito originally split up is because they got absorbed by Majin Buu. So Majin Buu caused the split inevitably. Now, with this timeline, with this new retcon, the Potara fusions are at a limit, and it really depends how much power you exude in that time limit. If you exude too much, the fusion can last up to like 30 seconds to a minute, even 2 minutes. But if you exude a little bit in the fight, it can last for a long time. Inevitably, people does not like the change. Let me know how y'all still feel about it in the comment section. I don't really care for it. As Gogeta is the same thing, even though it seems like, at least just because it probably was the movie, Gogeta's fusion lasts longer than Vegito's fusion. Could be wrong though. I say Gogeta wins against Vegito though. Could be wrong. Inevitably, the anime and manga start to split because the anime surpassed the manga in terms of like the story. So in the anime, when they become unstable, Goku Black and Zamasu, they become this purpley creature, half purple and half green, off the benefactor of Goku Black's side is dying and Zamasu is staying alive. Goku Black isn't immortal, which is stupid. Make him immortal. Anyway, Goku Black isn't immortal and Zamasu is, so causing their bodies to become unstable and having Trunks slash him downward. He goes upward, but I just don't know where he would start with. Anyway, causing them to go into clouds. Now, the grand scheme of all of this is that with all of the gods of destructions dead in Trunks' timeline, with all the Kais dead in that timeline, inevitably causing the angels to be useless, you know who gets summoned as a Deus Ex Machina? Goku. Goku has this button to summon the Zeno, but these are now the Zeno of the original timeline, meaning that there's two different Zenos per timeline, which is weird, but it's two different Zenos per timeline. Zeno inevitably sees what happened to each universe and decides, hey, I gotta kill him. Zeno is the only person in DBZ to knowingly kill an immortal. As Beerus states, he can't kill a gag character. So I mean, maybe Zeno can erase Aurelie, but Beerus can't. Within that, with Zeno, what confuses me is Zeno overlooked much of this, but Zeno is mostly depicted as a baby and being taken care of as the Grand Priest. But even then, the Grand Priest overlooked it. They see everything. Zeno was playing with planets with the other Zeno, of course, during the time of when the Tournament of Power was being set up. But anyway, within that is the downfall of Zamasu and Goku Black. When they fused, they became unstable. At least the anime. I know the manga's quite different, but you're gonna have to tell me in the comment section below because I rarely read the manga. At least at that time, I didn't read the manga. So, causing them to become unstable, then becoming clouds. At least Zamasu becoming clouds, as now Goku Black is effectively dead off the planet, but Zamasu still affected the universe because he's still immortal. He can't really be killed. So now he's just spread across the whole universe just because his physical body is not there anymore. So now within that, Zenos kills him. They did all that work. Could have summoned Zenos. Straight killed him. Yeah. The only thing, and yeah, now this is me explaining Goku Black or Zamasu. I can't defend him, of course, unless, you know, you agree that the Zero Mortals plan should have gone through. He killed everybody. We don't know much about the other universes that they rampaged through, but we know Trunks' universe is gone. Like, that universe 7 is gone from that timeline, but we don't know about what happened to the other universes. That version of the Grand Priest, the version of the Angels, we all know that they're all inactive just off the benefactor that all of those gods of destructions are dead. So, anyway, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. And the reason Zamasu, of course, cannot do that in the Goku timeline is because since they knew ahead of time, Beerus was able to stop it and kill that version of Zamasu. Well, not stop it. Perhaps they knew it was coming, but Wiz said, hey, we can't kill him without evidence. But they got their evidence about 5 seconds later. So, anyway, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, let me know if you got jumped by them in Xenoverse. I don't know if it's Xenoverse 1 or 2, but I definitely got jumped by them. Hate them. Anyway, peace out.